candidate for lieutenant governor who's going to be elected happens to be here, and I say this from my own bias at least, the candidate who's going to be nominated for the Democratic nominee. And I know some people do want to also, not that the governor's candidate should dominate here, but it's the nature of the business that they'll be having their reception. But I want to just very briefly use this opportunity to introduce Andrea, but more importantly, try to remind you what's at stake. For 7 days from tonight, at about 20 of 7, they will already have forecast the Democratic governor's nomination. The terms will be in. We'll still be trying to figure out what happened in the other races, including lieutenant governor. You, more than anyone else, have a chance to be the difference. If you look at the poll numbers, and we have all talked about this before, we talked about it in July, people have been living with us all the way through. The next 7 days, more people are going to get to know the candidates for lieutenant governor than have for the preceding year. No matter how hard Andrea Silbert has worked since March of 2005, when she embarked on this incredibly ambitious venture, when no one knew who she was, when she went throughout this state and began to mobilize people to support somebody who had nothing going for her but the merits. A record of performance, a maturity, examples of leadership, of building, of involving people, of showing people what a difference one person can make and what a difference so many people together can make. An example of private entrepreneurship that can be translated to public service and the public interest. Now people know that. Those of you who are supporting Andrea know what a difference she has made and can make. But you are not the issue. You are the choir. What we need you to do, what I ask you to do, get out. In the old days we called them Rolodexes. I'm sorry for dating myself. Now use whatever term pleases you in your viral networks that you can establish. But please, leave no stone unturned. This is one of those times where you ask somebody to vote for Andrea Silbert, and still to this day, 60% of the people in this Commonwealth who are going to vote have not yet decided who they will vote for. You don't have to persuade them not to vote for Tim Murray or Deb Goldberg. You just have to tell them you're supporting Andrea Silbert, you want them to support Andrea Silbert, and spend some time in the next 7 days looking at her candidacy, because if you look at this candidacy, you look at the merits, she wins. Now, I hope that when you leave here, you will say to yourself, I know I'm busy, I got lots of other things to do. I've been here. You're not going to win this one on TV. Your money has made a huge difference. She's a viable candidate, not only because of her own merits, but because of you. There's a field organization, there's websites, there's a TV ad. That money has been raised. It is a terrific accomplishment on your part. But what a shame if you invested this much in this good a person, if we now, over the next 7 days, don't simply try to do everything we can. And you're reaching out, particularly those of you, and I look around this room, people who are, yes, they're in politics, maybe for the first time. You're in it because you care deeply about the quality of democracy in our country. You care about the government we have, but you care about Andrea. You reach out and reach your friends and tell them you're voting for this Andrea Silbert, and they will do it too. And my friends, it will make all the difference in the world. And now I want you to understand why you're going to do this. The person who has worked so long, so hard, still with amazing energy, an amazing capacity to care deeply and to try to convince you what a difference she can make and will make as Lieutenant Governor of this Commonwealth. I give you the next Lieutenant Governor of the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, Andrea Silbert.